to his desk after trigonometry class and said how wonderful I'm doing.
That's great.
Yeah. I guess I have Holden to thank for that. So what do you think?
About what?
Dusty, where are you? Craig's opening night tonight. Mona Lisa?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm going to that. John and Margo asked me to go with them, but I'd like to go with you if I can.
Really?
What kind of question is that?
Well, we just haven't been seeing a lot of each other lately, that's all.
Hey, I don't really think that's my fault. You know, you weren't in school yesterday, and you were staying way out at the Snyder Farm.
Wait, who was it who spent half of our spring vacation in Boston?
Okay, forget it. Remember the conversation that we had? Let's lighten up, okay?
I remember.
Listen, Lily, you don't understand the kind of pressure I'm under here. I want to get into Harvard. I got a lot of stuff to do.
Dusty, come on, you've always had good grades.
No, I haven't. That's wrong. And it's not even grades. John's on me all the time about all this stuff.
Tell John to cool it. It is your life, not his.
I live with John. You don't know. You can't just tell him to cool it. Anyway, I'm just saying that if we're not seeing each other as much as we used to, I guess that's probably what it is. I'm going to try to make it tonight. I really want to. Okay? Lily, what's the matter? I'm not contagious.
I plan to wrap up the robberies at Hudson's department store by this time tomorrow, sir. And then you can put me on something much more interesting.
Margo, can I say something?
I don't know. Is it personal?
Yes, it's personal.
Oh.
You know, when you were in London, that husband of yours, he must have come in here 3, 4, half a dozen times trying to find a way to get in touch with you. You know, I don't have to be a cop to spot a guy in love.
Sir, I appreciate the fact that you care.
Yeah, well, Margo, it's not all unselfish. Like I told Tom, a happy cop is a good cop. An unhappy cop, he takes risks. I mean, he does crazy things. I want you happy.
I've already started divorce procedures, sir.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Margo. Just don't give up if there's still a chance. My wife and I are celebrating 25 this year.
Oh, good grief, she's put up with you for that long?
Well, on that note, I'm going to lunch.
Do you mind if I stay here and finish the coffee?
Sure, go ahead. There's a half a cherry Danish in the bottom drawer. Just don't drip it all over my desk.
Okay. Please don't touch me, please.
I'm not going to leave you alone. I'm not going to leave you alone until you tell me that you feel exactly the same way that I do.
I feel nothing. Nothing. Now let me go.
No.
Let me go. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Hi, boss around?
He went to lunch.
What about you? It's not real healthy.
So how come you're talking to me all of a sudden? Well, when I passed you this morning and asked a question, you sort of put up this wall of silence. I know there are certain things you can't talk about. Why don't you tell me about Hobson? What's going on? What's he up to?
Margo, all I can tell you is that he is being very thorough.
I just wish you'd get it over with. You know, I'm very fond of Franny and Kim, even though Tom and I are having our problems.
Speaking of Tom, I guess you heard about his run-in with Hobson.
What run-in?
Oh, well, I only got it secondhand, but apparently Marcia Talbot fulfilled some sick desire of Doug Cummings and had Franny sent some flowers. Now, Tom came down with Franny. Franny read Talbot the riot act. Hobson walked in the middle of it, and some pretty harsh words were exchanged.
You're kidding. Oh, I love that man. Let's forget I said that.
Can you?
Anyway, I'm really not proud of the way I acted.
No,
but
I like
think
the
that-
way you handled Hobson. I mean, it was really weird. It was like he was protecting Marcia. He kept calling her his witness.
Witness to what, for Pete's sake?
It's a good question. We should get the answer tomorrow morning.
What's happening tomorrow morning?
Hobson's called a press conference for 10 a.m.
What?
Hopefully to announce the end of this mess.
It won't be over until Marcia goes on trial. She'll keep telling the same lies. She said that we plotted to murder Doug, that we deliberately set him up.
How can anyone take anything that woman says seriously?
Well, I better get going. Thank you for lunch. Welcome home.
Oh, honey, thank you so much. Are we going to see you tonight?
Not sure.
Oh, Tom, I'm not letting you back out of this. I told you I want you on one arm and Andy on the other.
Your mother will be very disappointed if you don't show up.
You're right. All right, Francis, you win.
See, I'm always right. Come on, I'll walk you out.
All right.
Okay. Kim, I know what you've done to protect Franny.
What?
Look how well she's handling all of this. And that's thanks to you. You're great with both my kids. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, honey.
Honey, just...
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you today by Pt.3 detergent with built-in fabric softener and by Always Maxi Pads in thin maxis, minis, and patty liners too. We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.